So Drake and Party Next Door have released their collab album, and I don't know what to think about it. And I ain't gonna lie to you because when I was listening to it, um, it kind of sounded like Drake ain't changed. Like, I hate to be that dude to just constantly like point out this nigga's flaws, but at the same time, like he did put this album out, so I am just listening to it. But at the same time, like I feel like Drake ain't really grew. Like Drake ain't really learned shit. Like Drake is trying to come back and betray himself as a nigga that's still at the top of the game. I even think that he had the verse. I think he had the verse where he was saying like "fuck the beef," I'm trying to get the party lit. Like Kendrick already let you know, dude, the party's dead. Like nigga, he killed the party. Like the party had to die, and he said that. Like that's what Kendrick had to do. And now it sounds like you trying to keep the party lit. Just kind of sounds like you trying to keep the same narrative and the same bullshit in play. That's what it sounds like you trying to do, because even in the next couple lines, he was like, if like I think it's something about like if he died, they want to see his obituary or some shit like that, and like what like who would he be leaving the game to? And the crazy part is, bro, like the game is no longer in your hands. Like Kendrick took that bitch out your hands. Like it is out of your hands. Like the half of the industry is not fucking with you. Like what is you talking about? Like he's talking from the aspect of him being this dude who still puts out the new waves, and the beef has shown us that Drake don't put out no new waves. Drake can't put out no new waves. Drake is putting out loser vibes right now. Like that's what he's on. Like you know what I mean. And it sounds like he's trying to fast track it and like just I guess spin the narrative that he stopped fucking with the beef and that he didn't quit when he quit. He fucking quit. Like he gave up. Like even the Heart Part 6 like sounded like a nigga giving up. Like it didn't sound like it had no life in it. It didn't sound like it was even anything. He sounded defeated then. To be honest, the fact that he's been like throwing shots at Joe Budden, he's been throwing shots at Serena Williams and I want to say like Lionel Richie's daughter. Like he's throwing all of these like shots at other people, and he ain't even coming at Kendrick, which that lets everybody know, you know what I mean? Anybody who's in, any type of like, you know what I mean, like street activity, like you know what I mean? Anybody who knows anything about that knows that you can't be in that position. You can't be that person saying you're this, and the result is that you are having somebody say your name on live television and you're not doing shit. Like, and then to be honest, it wasn't even just him saying his name on live television. This man addressed your mom. He addressed your son. He wrote a letter to Dennis. Like, what? He wrote a letter to you. You know what I mean? Like the shit is insane. Like you are not at the top of the game, and that's what this album is trying to like push off. And then not to mention the songs don't even sound good. And like it's like he's going through and proving everything that Kendrick said about him in this album. And I feel like, to be honest, the person that is going to hurt the most is Party Next Door. Like I feel like out of everything, he kind of didn't deserve this. Like he really didn't deserve this. This collab album should have been with somebody who actually is a good artist and not trying to like resolve a rap beef or trying to like fight half of the fucking industry. Like that, he didn't need that type of energy in this album. He needed positivity. He needed like what I mean, just some shit to kind of make a the vibe go. But it didn't happen, like because Drake is on it. Like that's the main reason, and it just doesn't sound good. Like I feel like this album is just like what I mean, like a freebie. Like I feel like he had probably one good song on there, and I think that was when he was like I forgot the exact song because I'm probably gonna forget it in a day or two. But at the same time, I forgot the exact song, but he was going in, and I will give that to him. That sounded like the Drake that I wanted to hear, like even like in the battle, like what I mean. I wanted to hear that, but at the same time, he just couldn't deliver. And it sounds like now he's trying to deliver a different narrative than what we've already heard, and he's also trying to like push these shitty songs on us, just like for us to be like, yeah, Drake back, but Drake's not back. Drake needs to take a minute to get himself together. Drake needs to fucking heal. Drake needs to take a minute to like evaluate who he is and the narrative that he's pushing out. To be honest, he needs to study the culture that he's trying to steal. Like honestly, if he actually studied the culture that he's trying to steal, he probably could benefit from it. But the fact that he just believes that he knows and he's putting this shit out there just shows how much that he's disconnected from the very thing that he wants to be a part of. And this album shows that. Like this album truly shows us that Drake didn't do no growing.